Hey, so I wanted to talk to you today about the feelings of shame around psychiatric drug withdrawal. If that's something you've been experiencing, stay tuned because you're not the only one, and I would just love to be able to share some of my thoughts with you on that. My name's Joanna, and I have been meeting with people and supporting them in their healing journeys off of medications and to the other side. And I had a pretty horrible withdrawal experience that took me years to heal from, and I'm healed and just been really doing well and wanting to pass that message forward to others that there's so much hope going through this and you can come to the other side. So if that's where you're at, please stay tuned for this video, and you can look at my other videos and book with me if you're in need of some support, or come to my groups, and just know that I'm here cheering you on in your healing. So today about shame, that's something that's come up with some of my clients, and I know about it just from my own experience too, that it can feel like just almost like something's really, really wrong with you, and that you are somehow particularly doomed because you have this horrible thing wrong with you, this withdrawal. And your mind might really loop over all of the reasons why you are particularly worse off than everybody else, or you are particularly doomed. And the shame and isolation around how your own story has gone and brought you to such a devastating place. And so if you're experiencing that, just know that honestly, it's a symptom. It is a symptom of being in psychiatric drug withdrawal. It is not an actual indicator that you're not going to heal. Everybody who's gone through withdrawal has felt shame about it, has felt like maybe they are particularly doomed, or there's something particularly wrong with them that makes them unable to heal. And I think it is just part of the healing process to have our brains go there. And so I just want to relieve you on that. Like so many people that I meet with, that I talk to, that are in my groups, myself, my own healing buddies, my friends who've gone through this, like we have felt like, oh wow, like terrible feelings of doom about our own situations and looping. And just know, number one, you are not alone. That is like part of going through this, is it just feels horrible, and you can feel like almost like a cast off from society because you feel so disconnected from normal everyday life and functioning, and so almost alienated. And I think some of that can be the accumulation of all of the symptoms, especially the mental symptoms that come with withdrawal. And so I just want you to know that, like, number one, you are not the only one that has felt that way going through this healing process, and it's part of the territory. And also sometimes when you share that with somebody else, it can help to like dissolve some of that feeling of isolation, because you realize it's not just you. And so I just encourage you, just through this video or through other ways of connecting with people who've been through this, to just break down that isolation. Like reach out, have a healing buddy, come to a group. There's lots of different coaches who do groups. I have resources on my website page you can check out. And, you know, through forums, various ways, I just really encourage you to break down that isolation by connecting with others. And you might feel like when you really loop about the reasons why you are particularly doomed, one thing you can also do is look at those healing stories of other people who've healed, especially if there's any similar to your situation and what you're going through. So if you're like, oh, I'm really not going to heal because I cold turkeyed. Okay, look at all the other people who cold turkeyed and healed. You can even print out their success stories. For a while I had them like in my purse. I'd like take them out and reread them to myself, because I was like overwhelmed with this mental load of like how much I thought I would not heal. So anyway, that was one of the things I did, was I would just like reread, okay, this is the evidence. Other people who cold turkey did heal. Or it might be like, oh, I had pre-existing mental health issues. So have other people, and they've healed. So find those stories. You know, it might be videos, it might be printed stories, it might be a healing buddy, it might be a coach. It might be, you know, you may find like audio recordings of people who share their healing stories. So I just encourage you to find that evidence and then just remind yourself of that you really can heal, and your situation is not impossible. It really isn't. And even if you have pre-existing mental health stuff, like that's how a lot of us got on these, is because we had something else going on, some other issue going on that was affecting our mental health, and this was supposed to help us, and ultimately it did not. And so what about that pre-existing mental health issue? Like, how will you ever face that or resolve that? Well, I just want to encourage you that those things are resolvable. It's not insurmountable. If you have anxiety, or you had depression, or you had some kind of traumatic experience, or you had like some kind of terrible family dysfunction that really got you in a bad place, like whatever it was, like those are things that you can heal from. And honestly, on the other side of this, it's going to be like small beans compared to this. You're going to be like, oh, okay. Like I just faced the dragon when really, you know, like I had this, you know, little mean dog or something, and I just slayed the dragon. So like psychiatric drug withdrawal is like major extreme suffering, and you can heal from it. You are healing from it. You are coming through this. You're here right now. You're listening to this video. You're making healing choices right now. And your body can do this. Your brain is just doing the work. You're just along for the ride. And once you've come through that, you're going to see that other things in life are actually so much more manageable, like so small in comparison to this behemoth. So like, just know, like you might be like, oh, but what about that other pre-existing mental health issue? No, I'm never going to be able to face life. I'm horrible. I'm doomed. It's not true. It's fake news. I'm telling you. Like, it is okay. It is very normal to have anxiety or stress or a trauma or an episode of depression or something happen in your life that really brings you to your knees or really hurts or is really hard to face. Like, that does not make you ill-equipped for life. That does not make you unable to face life and unable to recover and to heal and to live a beautiful life. So just don't believe that. I mean, you might feel like, I can't not believe it right now. That's okay, because you're like in the middle of this. It's hard to believe anything positive. I get it. But if you can just a little bit take my word for it, that those things are not insurmountable. And you're going to realize on the other side that like, they really are things that you can work with and overcome, and they are not the end of you. And that's the other thing, is you can feel like in withdrawal, like this is the end of you and your story is a tragedy, and your mind can loop over that. You're like, oh, this happened, then this happened, then this happened, then this happened, then this happened, and now I'm doomed. And you're like, it's like you're kind of like walking into a cave and there's no light on the other side and you can't go back out. You're just like in this labyrinth of darkness and you cannot see your way out. That is the feeling of withdrawal. If that is what you're experiencing, that's just part of this process. And you will come out of that cave. You will. And the thing is that amazingly, our bodies know how to heal from these crazy things. And we don't know how our bodies do that, but they do. That's just how we're made. That's just how biology is, and human biology. And so that's one of the things that's been taken from you in this, is that that sense of confidence in your own body's resilience and your own brain's resilience. And that some of that comes from marketing and deception, and sort of over medicalization of mental health. But I want to just reconnect you with that. And what you're doing here is you are coming back to the basics of human resilience, and that trust in your body to be able to heal and to come through hard times and recover. And so your nerve endings in major life situations and stresses, nerve endings, like receptors for different chemicals in your brain, can be broken off. This happens like in grief, it can happen in trauma, can break off so that the person like is not experiencing joy or pleasure and goes into like a depression, right? So like this is kind of part of how human suffering can work, but those nerve endings do regrow and heal and restore, and then the person can reemerge feeling like better and normal and reconnected to life. And that's kind of the process of like grief and healing and things like that. But we've kind of lost touch with the reality of our own human resilience and sort of become dependent on mental health systems or like these medications to do that for us and to help us find an equilibrium. And what you're doing here is you're allowing your body the chance to do that healing work and to come out the other side. And so that is part of what your body knows how to do. Even if you can't see your way out of it right now, your body is doing that restoring work, and you're going to feel better again. You're going to be amazed that you could like actually wake up one day and feel good about yourself, good about your life, have a completely different outlook and perspective, be able to enjoy simple good things, like just the ordinary, like wonderful things of being alive and being a human and having relationships and motivation and joy and a sense of who you are and your purpose. Like all of that can come back to you and will come back to you in your healing. You're just disconnected from it right now. And so I just want you to know, like, whatever shame you feel, it is not the final word over who you are and over your healing process and over your prospects for the future. There is so much good that can happen to you in your life that you haven't yet experienced yet. All the good is not behind you. There is good ahead of you. Amazing things can happen. And I'm going to tell you, it might sound weird, but amazing things can happen through this experience, this crucible time in your life. And so that's what I want to share with you today, is that there's so much hope. Hold on to the hope, borrow it from other people that is given to you, because your brain might be saying like, no, 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 none of that's true, you're doomed. But please hold on to the hope, borrow hope from others. It is true. You can come to the other side. All of us who've been through that have felt that and been devastated that way. And it is not the final word. You can heal. You can come through this, and there is beautiful, good life for you on the other side. So please share with me your thoughts. Book with me if you want to connect and want some support in your healing journey. Join my groups if you're wanting to connect with other people who are healing. And just know that I am here supporting you, and your healing is on the way.